Welcome everybody to RWB Racing once again. Oh, sorry about that. Some technical difficulties there. Uh, this is Presidio Dog with RWB Racing. We are at race number 8 for the Mitel 2020 SF Series at Dragon Trail. Um, 45 laps. It's a long race, about an hour and a couple of minutes long. Um, I'm all by my lonesome today. One of our commentators is currently unavailable, and the other one has had a family emergency. And our hearts and prayers go out to him, to Cupcake, and hope everything is comes along fine for you, pal. Um, so I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. Okay, I won't sing. But anyway, uh, so we are at Dragon Trail. Let's go ahead and take a look at our starting grid here. But before we do that, let's look at our current team standings before this race begins. With Alfa Romeo leading, with Williams, BWT, AlphaTauri, and McLaren following on the top five. As far as our driver race goes from last week, Cupcake, Night Kid, and Bent were the uh, podium contenders or the podium winners in the last race. And as far as the points go, Cupcake is in first place with Presidio Dog and Night Kid following in 2 and 3, with Turbo and Patriotic rounding out the top five. So that's how this race is beginning. Let us see how it ends. First, let's run down the starting grid. So, first of all, in row one, we have T64 Turbo in P1 with RBB V Francisco following up in P2. Both of these drivers are quick. Turbo has not lost a race that he completed. As a matter of fact, he's finished first in every race he's actually completed with this series. So look for Turbo to be strong and definitely not be riding around in the middle of the pack. He should probably be leading a good portion of the race. Francisco, our champion from the last two seasons, is now head to head with Turbo on the line here. So we're going to see how that one goes. On row two is Bent You Over in Team Red Bull, this guy has been making a real comeback. His first race he did with us, he finished in the bottom half of the grid. The second two races he did, he was in the middle of the grid, and the last two races he's at the top of the grid. So he is coming along really quick. In P4, that's myself, Presidio Dog. Currently not running as points leader. I think I'm in P2. So it's a race I want to win for sure. On row three, we have Cupcake in P5 with Rocket Williams, and Night Kid, my teammate on Alfa Romeo, in P6. Cupcake is the current points leader, so we'll see if he can maintain that through the race. Night Kid is chomping at the bit to get a podium position. He's been missing out, and he's jonesing for one. So we'll see how he does here in this race. Row four, we've got our first Ferrari in P7 with V Grasso. Right next to him on the starting line is my son Trology in the Patronus in P8. Both of these drivers are up and coming drivers, and they're getting much quicker as they go along, to say the very least. All right. And then on row five, we've got the other BWT car in Joey Cannoli. Apparently, that is spelled all kinds of wrong. So we're just going to fix that one right now. Make sure it says the proper name. There we go. Joey Cannoli in P9 with I'm the Supermax, one of our wildcard drivers, in P10. So we're looking to see how these guys are going to do this round. All right, in row six, we've got the Red Bull of J-Rod in P11 and Patriotic Tifosi in P12. Both of these guys have had some decent races, but they're still just trying to get up on that podium. So we'll see if they get a chance for that this race. Row 7, the Kituation, and one of our newest drivers, who's recently had a name change. It was Libra, and now it is the Black Widow. And she is new to the series, so this is her first race in the Super Formula. She came up from the wild card spots, so we'll see how she does in her debut race today. And then in row 8, in the last row there is we have the other AlphaTauri, which is G-Bub Tariq, and he is also having his debut race coming up from the wildcard spots to be a fill-in driver. So he's now got the second spot on the AlphaTauri team, similar to Black Widow on the Ferrari team. So we'll see how they do. And last but certainly not least, Igorski in Team McLaren. So that is our starting order. So what I want to do is get right into this race, and let's see how it goes. So let me get over here, and we will get this race started. All right. So once again, Mitel 2020 Race 8 Dragon Trail. Here we go. The turbo is going to lead him down with Vasco right there. Let's see how this turn 1 comes across. On the overtake he goes, trying to get a little bit out there ahead, but Vasco seems to have the inside line at this corner. Turbo's going to have to stick it in there, and he does. He takes the first corner. Everyone looks pretty clean, except for something just happened there. Looks like maybe Supermex had an issue there. Out front with an early lead is Turbo. Got Vasco not far from the front. Presidio Dog following up right there as well. Still got a pretty decent line of cars going on. Getting through this first lap pretty clean. See how it looks around the middle here. Here's the end. We started off in third position, I believe, on the pole. He's fallen back to 5th, but this guy's fast, so we'll see how he goes. Looks like he's going to try to make an overtake here on Night Kid. Got the overtake on. Not quite all the way there yet, but Night Kid smartly pulls back and gives him the lead. There's our points leader, Cupcake. Let's go ahead and take a look back to the 12. We've got G-Bub back there. He's got Libra, which is now Black Widow, and Supermex, front and behind. These are our 3 newest drivers on the track right here. 1 wild card and 2 rookies for the series. So we'll see how that plays out. Oh, we got a little accident there in the corner. Who was that with? I think that was Night Kid that hit the wall there. Alright, well, let's take a look up front here and see. Presidio Dog has gotten past Francisco, and Ben has moved up to 3rd to his starting position. My guess is that we may have different tires working here. So Presidio's on soft, Turbo's on mediums. Ben is on the softs, and Francisco is on the medium. So Francisco's probably wisely just knowing that these two cars had the soft tires on them, just let them by without too much trouble. So Francisco fourth with his other PWT teammates in their new liveries for this race in 4-5. So PWT, two people in the top 5 thus far in lap 3. Joey Cannoli. I gotta say it like that so he knows what we're talking about. Don't crash! Don't crash! Alright, so let's see. There's Ben. Oh, Ben is making a move, and he gets by Presidio Dog. And we have a new second place person. Presidio Dog, not on the overtake, just kind of using the slipstream, pulling in. Let's see, does he make the move? Ben takes the inside. Presidio goes for a crossover, doesn't quite make it stick, and Ben drives away. Nice pass. Nice pass. Alright, so Red Bull in P2. Turbo's pretty much checking out, which is what he does when he's on the track, because he is fast. So, Turbo up there. I don't have the gaps, but it looks to be a few seconds there that he's got ahead there. Ben and Presidio coming down the hill with both BWTs hot on the trail, rounding out the top 5. We got Cupcake in P6, following right behind him is Trology. And then in P8 we've got J-Rod in the other Red Bull. And he has got, Trology is off the track. He's going to lose a couple spots on that one, and that is going to let J-Rod move up to 7th, with V. Grasso now in 8th position. Trology recovered pretty good. He's still holding up in 9th. 10th position, we got G-Bud. Alright, so this is 45 laps. It's not going to be a short race, that is for certain. So once again, we're here at Dragon Trail with RWB Racing. I hope you're enjoying the festivities thus far. If you're trying to see a car that just doesn't know how to go slow, that's this one. I think this thing is permanently on hyperdrive, or there's some alien in a little box inside the car driving the car for you. Who knows? And then Bent and Presidio Dog are not far behind, just a few seconds. They seem to be fairly spaced out. Joey Cannoli is past his teammate in 4th position. He's running on the soft tires. Francisco is running on the medium tires. So it only makes sense that the soft tires will give Joey Cannoli just a little bit more oomph to get around there. Looks like Turbo heads into the pit. Take a look here. There he goes. Got some new tires. No fuel. Out he goes onto the soft tires. So he's made his pit stop. Cupcake has fallen back to 11th position. Not sure what happened there. Let's see, Patriotic in 12th in their new McLaren livery. And right behind him is the Ferrari of Black Widow / Libra. Kitchuation in 14th, Night Kid in 15th. He's got some makeup work to do, and Agorski takes the last spot currently. So up front now is Bent. He has the lead after Turbo pits. Presidio Dog is hot on his trail. Let's go inside and see what it looks like in one of these cars, chasing someone down. Presidio Dog looking to make a move and get that first position back, or get it for the first time perhaps. can't see anything there. Let's just go to the chase cam here. Got right there in his slipstream. Gonna tuck right up in there. Both of these drivers are on soft tires. Presidio is right there. Just holds off on that turn. Oh, Presidio almost goes off the track there. Clear sailing behind them. So Presidio is just trying to make a move there. Perhaps he'll catch up. Let's go take a look at some other... Oh! He's got slipstream, and he's not going to make the move. Alright. Let's see. So the two BWTs just cruising along. Bright pink cars. As Francisco would call it, the pink Mercedes. Turbo into 5th position. Man, look how fast that car is. So he's looking to climb his way back up to the top. He's got V Grasso right behind him in P6. Trology kind of alone on the track in P7 in Mercedes. J-Rod has got Supermex and Patriotic Tifosi right behind him. There's Supermex, one of our wildcard drivers. I think this is his first official race with us in the SF Series. So welcome aboard, sir. Good to have you. Alright, and then we've got Black Widow in the back with Libra, with Night Kid and the Kituation in tow. Alright, well, it looks like Presidio Dog made a pass. Missed that one, apologize for that. Then Ben overshoots that corner a bit. That leaves Presidio a little bit of room to wiggle. Or a little wiggle room, however you want to look at it. So we're on lap 8 about now. And at some point soon we may be seeing some pit strategies happening here. We shall see. Looks like Turbo's caught up to Francisco, so let's take a look here and see if he can make a pass. He does have the fresher tires. See if he can make that pass happen. There's one. Oops, sorry about that. Wrong controller. Alright, so Turbo's made it into P4. Now he's looking at Joey Canoli for his next move. Can he make it happen? And that should take care of it. Joey Canoli may leave the door open for him, and he stays in his line, and Turbo passes on the outside. So, Turbo up to 3rd. So he'll be chasing down Bent here shortly. Let's take a look at what else we got going on in the back here. So, V Grasso with the red cow livery for Ferraris, cruising along. Trology's kind of got his own little space to work with. Now back here, it looks like Supermex has put a move on Libra, so he's moving up, and looks like Patriotic has moved up as well. Night Kid and J-Rod seem to be, oh no, that's J-Rod right there. Not Libra, so Libra falling back somewhere along the line. Night Kid's struggling, that's for sure. We'll need to sort that one out. But He'll get to it. He'll get to it. He always does. Doing a little bit of switcheroo here so you guys can see all the tire combinations. Keep our scoring up there at the bottom. So apologize for a little delay there. Alright, so Turbo is got past, let's see, he's looking at Benton here. He's going to be on top of him any minute. Let's take a look and see this. There's a battle for first up there between Ben, and he is all over Presidio trying to get around him. Let's see if Ben can take that. Take that. See what happens here. See a little bit better there. And Ben's trying to move. Presidio blocks the inside. Does he hold it? He does. Sort of. But it looks like Ben might get the run here. And he does. So, new leader. But look who's right behind him. Turbo is not messing around. He is right there with him. Alright, Turbo makes the move, gets past Presidio Dog. That was a nice move. Presidio Dog's right on his tail. Not going to let him get away. He's got the slipstream. Just try to stick with him. Right into the tight left-hander. Everyone stay together. No bumping, no hitting. Very clean. Nice move. Ben is probably got to be nervous. He has got Turbo all over him. They go to make the turn. Oh, Turbo gets a little sideways, easy. Presidio goes to the inside. Can't quite come across. Oh, Turbo! Oh, watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Oh no! No! Hey, how did Turbo do? Turbo seems to get there. He's not too shabby. He recovers quickly. Presidio Dog. Oh, that cost him a lot of time. All right. Well, okay then. So Turbo's got to do all of that all over again and pass all these cars. So now he's got 4 more cars to pass again to catch up. So let's see how he does. Let's take a look at the tire situation. Ben is almost out of fuel, almost out of tires. Probably going to pit right now, or not. So he's going to do one more. Joey Canoli stays out. Francisco stays out. Grasso stays out. Turbo goes in. She's going in for set tires, any fuel. Yep, they get the fuel. Presidio Dog also in the pit. New tires and some fuel. Up go the fuel. As he drops down position after position. So that brings us up to Francisco in third. Joey Canoli P2! Look at that! Now he's going to need some tires too, and so is Bent. So Bent is probably going to pit this time around. Joey Canoli and Francisco both have several more laps left in the tank. So we'll see if they can see how they can make that work. But look at Vinny Grasso. One of our up-and-comers for sure is getting better every single race. And he's tracking down Francisco. They're both on the medium tires, but he is definitely just driving that ride. Nice job. Alright, let's see. Bent's coming around. He should be heading to the pits for this lap. And there he goes. Let's see if Joey Canoli follows suit. And it looks like he does not. So Joey Canoli stays out. DWT in position 1 and position 2 on the track. Nice. Very nice. And Team Ferrari with Di Grasso in P3. Ben in the pits filling up. So that is going to give Night Kid up to P4. he's been nursing those medium tires for a while. It looks like he's going to go all the way through a full stint on these. He's got Turbo and Trology all over him. So Turbo now moved up to 5th. And he's right there to make it over. He's got super soft tires. He is going to go blistering past anybody that gets in his way. So let's see if he can make this stick. Trology trying to hang in there with him. Doing a good job. Our motion control driver. Driving a Mercedes Trent livery. And there goes Turbo. Late brake into the corner. And those super softs just tick like glue. Off he goes. Into P4. Alright, so Night Kid. And then Trology right behind him. Now, let's see if Trology's got anything for Night Kid. Right up to him. A little late on the gas, but he's right there where he needs to be. Now he's got pretty much new soft tires. Night Kid's going to have to pit this time around, so it'll be likely that Trology can make the pass on him. If not, he'll get the spot come and there he goes. So Trology makes the move and takes over P6. Alright, let's see. Let's take a look at some of the other drivers out here. Who's in P1? Joey Cannoli in P1! Look at that. Love to see that. P1, P2 for the boys. Joey Cannoli probably hired some muscle to intimidate Francisco and make sure he stays back there in P2 so that there's so he can lead a lap. And in Joey goes to the pits, and that will be the end of those soft tires. Let's see what kind of tires he's switching to. Turbo should take over 4th position here shortly if he goes past him, and he does. Alright, and Trology comes into the pits. Night Kid is in the mix as well. Alright, got a few takers there. So iBent is now back up in the top 6. He should take over the spot right there, and he does. So Bent is back in the top 5. Supermex up in 4th. Look at that. Just moving along. Now, I don't know where the pit strategies all lie, but we still have like 30 laps to go, so roughly. So let's see how that goes. Turbo up to P3. He's quite a distance behind the leaders. V Grasso is right there chasing down Francisco. Both of them are going to be pitting this lap. Well, they should be pitting this lap, but they're going to run out of fuel. So we'll see what happens there. Both of these drivers on medium tires, VWT and Ferrari. So we'll see what happens here. So they both should be heading in. Grasso's going to use the last of his tires to do it. And we've got Francisco into his pit. And we got Grasso into his pit. And that will bring Turbo around to take over the lead once again. Now he's running low on fuel, so we've got so many laps left to go. So Bent is now assumed 3rd position. Supermex into P2, and Joey Cannoli comes out in P4, and Francisco comes out in P5. J-Rod comes up to P6 and gets past Vinny Fitz. And now we've got some cars back together again. Oh, careful with J-Rod. Alright, so everyone's spreading out a little bit. We do have Vinny on his brand new soft tires. He should be able to, let's see, Patriotic's in front of him with the medium tires, so Di Grasso should be able to get past them, and this might be the spot where it happens. To the the inside. Yeah, not quite there yet. But he is chomping at the bit to get around Patriotic and J-Rod. See if he can make this bus stop work out, catch up to these guys. He might be able to get them on the straight across the start and finish. He's within striking distance. Got the tires for the turn and for the acceleration, and there he is. There's the spot. Now, will Vinny make a move? No, he's not overtaking. He's just going to be content to ride along and use the slipstream. But he does have the situation all over him. So Kitch is just sitting there going, huh, I wonder if these guys are going to make a mistake and I'm going to get to capitalize on this. Let's see what works out here. Whoa! Well, there's one. Okay, so Patriotic gets the move out of the way, and now Kitchen is going to work on DeGrasso. And DeGrasso on the overtake to try to fend off Kitch. Kitch is going inside. He's going inside. He's making it stick. DeGrasso's got to run, but Kitch has got it a little bit better. All right, Kitch moves up to P8. Nice pass there, mister. Alright, and up ahead there, we've got the two BWT cars. Now we got Vasco in the soft tires and BWT on the medium tires. My guess, there's a little strategy going on here. Maybe the soft tire is leading the medium tire around the track. Maybe there's some team orders here with let's put the soft tires up front and the medium tires behind so the mediums can pick up speed, perhaps. That seemed like a great idea. So Joey Cannoli just outside the slipstream of his teammate. Let's see if he can reel him back in. Those medium tires just don't have the bite around some of those corners. That is for sure. All right, let's take a look up front. Let's just give a little love to our leaders. Oh, okay. So Turbo's going to go in the pits right now because he is out of fuel. Now let's see if Mex can come around and snag the lead from him. If Turbo fills up all the way, then Mex should assume. Oh, but Mex goes in also because he's out of fuel. So Ben will now move up and take the lead. And he does. He comes out in front of Turbo by a ways. Well, a ways by anybody else's standard. It's not so much of a ways from a Turbo standard. But Ben is not a slow driver, so Turbo's got his work cut out for him. Alright, and there's Turbo now in P2 after his pit. Oh, he is just flying on those super soft tires. Joey Cannoli in P3 now, ahead of his teammate. So unless he missed the change somewhere. So into the turns he goes, got a little dirt on his tires. Take it easy through there. Francisco now in P4. And Kitchuation up to P5. Really hard to keep track of all of the lead changes and position changes with all the different pit strategies going on. So bear with me as I make it through there. I don't have my co-commentators to see all the other action on the track today with our technical challenges. They weren't able to have a copy of the whole race, so we'll see how that works. DeGrasso and the Red Cow, P6, Team Ferrari. Pursuit Dog up to 7th. He's got some work to do to get back up towards the lead, so we'll just have to keep an eye on that as the race progresses along. Patriotic Tifosi on Team McLaren in their new livery. livery that they've got running here for this race. Seems to be a trend. We got several new liveries that showed up and got debuted at this track today. So we definitely got a few people here by looking at their fuel that are going to be pitting shortly. Night Kid's up to P8. Supermax has fallen to P9 after his pit stops. And not quite halfway through the race yet, but we're working on it. There's J-Rod in the Red Bull, Trology and the Mercedes. One of them anyway. That's their new livery debuted out. I think there is a new one coming out for Spa next week, so we'll see how that goes. I know that Alfa Romeo has a new livery set for Spa. A few other teams are going to be unveiling some new liveries. We'll see how that goes. Situation, Team Icy, Team Williams, Team Rocket, Team Rexona, Team whatever is all over the car. And on our Williams car in Team 12. Libra and Team Ferrari, which is now Black Widow. After this race was over, that name changed. G-Bub out there in the other AlphaTauri. After driving it through the mud and getting dirt all over the thing, it's filthy, but it's fast. Look how dirty that thing is. And Igorski. Now, something did happen earlier, and I neglected to mention it. Cupcake had some challenges with his car and had to retire from the race. So our points leader is now out of this race at the moment. So we shall see how that works out for him. Alright, Bent has got a little something in his rear view mirror. I wonder what that could be. No pressure. No pressure, Bent. Now you're on medium tires and you got the super soft driver right behind you. Mr. Turbo, a resident alien in RWB. Make a move here. This looks like the move. Super soft, sticky tires. Make the turn and go. And Bent concedes, and it falls to P2. And once again, TC4 Turbo up front. So Francisco back to up to P3, and his Joey Canoli is not far behind. Everyone is really spread out right now on the track. There's not a lot of battles going on back here. Actually, looks like there's something going on right about there. Trology has the situation coming. I don't know what the gap is, but let's see if Kitch can make a move here and catch up to Trology. Kitch is on the super soft tires. Trology's on the mediums. So Trology's trying to get his medium compounds taken care of. Now, for those just watching, we do have 2 tire requirements in this series. They must run a minimum of 5 laps on the soft tires and 5 laps on the medium tires. And you can run whatever else you want in any way you want. You can even run 1 lap on mediums to pit, 1 lap on softs to pit, go back to mediums for 2 more laps. But as long as you complete 5 total laps, then you're set. And Kitch is making his move. We try to go on the outside. Trology is going to hold off. He did that much better than Presidio Dog did in lap 7 or 11 or wherever that was when I tried to make that early corner and went over the apex and took out Turbo. So I Nice job there, Trilogy, handling that corner. Let's see, we got Libra with Patriotic in tow. And somewhere is G-Bub. There's G-Bub coming down the hill. And the other AlphaTauri. And Gorski not far behind. Alright, it looks like we have a pit stop happening somewhere. I thought I saw a pit stop. I guess I was wrong. Alright, so if we go up to P1, Turbo's kind of cruising out there. Bent's not far behind, but gonna have to pit. Turbo may even pit as well. He's low-ish on fuel, and his tires are reasonably red, but Bent's gonna have to pit. Let's see if Turbo just continues on, and he may, and probably will, and he does. And Bent will go into the pits for his service. That should bring Francisco up to P2. We have plenty of fuel to go. And off he goes into P2. And Joey Canoli then goes to P3 with Vigrasso P4. So Bent falls down the order. Night Kid comes through. And Bent should come out in 6th position. We got ourselves a little battle, it looks like, up here with these three cars. They're pretty close together here. Libra's in a Patriotic Trilogy sandwich, and, that would be, Patriotic Trilogy. And let's see how she handles herself here as this pack kind of tightens up. They're all pretty much inside of the slipstreams of each other, and should they stay together, can get to going pretty quickly. So the front of this pack is Presidio Dog, with Trilogy right behind. Trilogy staying in the slipstream, following his father figure in life and on the track. Libra is got Patriotic all over the rear end of her car, and Patriotic is making a move here. Let's see if he can get around her. She pops a little overtake into the bus stop, and they make it through clean. So, let's see if Patriotic makes the move. He's got the outside line. That means Libra's going to have to brake sooner. Dives in. Does the crossover work? He comes around the outside. Very nice move. Libra's not giving up, though. She's still there. Oh, a little bump, but it works out okay. And Patriotic moves up to P12. Nice pass. Good job. Alright, we do have a new leader in Francisco. When Turbo must have gone into the pits, or he was trying to catch up with one or the other. He's going in the pits now, though, it looks like. Yep. He is just doing fuel and tires. It looks like he's just doing super soft tires and really short fuel stints. I guess he's feeling confident that he's got the pace, which he does. He's running 119.20. That he's got the pace to survive on half a tank of fuel and fresh tires. So we'll see how that goes. All right. So Vigrasso up to P2. Joey Canoli right in his slipstream, trying to chase him down. Now Grasso's got the newer tires, and well, I should say the faster tires. Joey Canoli on the mediums. Both have about the same amount of fuel, so we know, if we were going to the end of their fuel strategy, it looks like Grasso should be able to take it. But he still has like a bunch more laps to go, so anything can happen, and probably will. Night Kid's moved up to fourth as he makes the move on Bent, shuts that door on him, and Turbo is coming. Alright, so let's take a look. Bent is here, trying to get around. Whoa, careful. He's got Turbo right behind him. He's gonna make the move here. Tries to dive in. He does make the move. Oh, a twofer! Night Kid gets passed by two people. Oh, Bent gets a little sideways. This is now a battle. Look at this. Turbo on the overtake. He's going to go inside. Oh, it's going to be tight. Turbo's going to take both of these guys in one corner. Look at that. Night Kid tries to go around. Oh, gets a little nudge there. But everything's okay. So Turbo makes a pass into turn one and clears two cars in the process. That shows you the kind of driving this guy can do. Night Kid on some worn out soft tires with very little fuel left. Bent on brand new softs with plenty of fuel, so Night Kid should be pitting here shortly. Alright, so up front, I'm going to give some love to last year's champion, P. Francisco. Running up front in his pink Mercedes. He's got quite a gap on P2. P. Grasso, who's just now coming out of the turn, the last turn. He's probably got a lap or two to go on fuel. Same with Joey Canoli. Got 15 laps to go, people. Well, 16. Alright, Turbo in P4. He's going to be making his way. Bent is not far behind him. He is keeping up pretty good. This new driver, Bent, good to have you in the series, bud. It really is. Red Bull could use it. Because Grandma J-Rod can't seem to drive fast. I kid. It's what we do. Anyway, Night Kid P6. This will be his probably his final lap here, and he'll be pitting for tires and fuel. Desperately needs those tires. Supermax, our wild card driver, with Kitch chasing him down right now. Supermax on them super soft tires. Situation as well. His are slightly better conditions, so we'll see if Kitch can make a move here. In the bus stop, they come out. Yes, oh, Kitch makes a nice move, and around he goes. And so now Supermax will fall back to P8. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, there he goes. Alright. And it looks like Night Kid has gone in for his service, as expected. So P4 is Turboski. Well, that's what I call him. You all call him whatever you want. So he's looking at Joey Canoli there. He's got the super soft tires. Joey's on pretty worn out mediums and will be pitting this time around. So don't think he's going to have to worry about Turbo. I think Turbo will catch up to him before the lap's over. And he may just let him come on by. V. Grasso will be pitting this time around as well. Alright, so Turbo all over the back end of Joey Canoli. He should pass him coming out of the bus stop. They look like one car going through there. I don't know if you noticed that, but man, Turbo can just be right on the rear end of somebody without touching them and just take advantage of everything, and there he goes. Alright, and it looks like Grasso in the pits, the Red Cow. This could be his last pit stop. He could put on some soft tires and go the rest of the distance, or mediums. Not sure what he's going to do. Francisco comes out on super softs and just enough fuel. Let's see, who else was in there? Kitch has moved up to 4th now, but he'll be switching this lap when he goes in for his service. The Presidio dog up to 6th. Pretty consistently up there for most of the race. 7th place is teammate. Not far behind him. And right behind him, Di Grasso, P8. Joey Canole in P9. And Patriotic trying to chase him down. J-Rod on an island unto himself, going through the S's with nobody in front or behind him for tens of seconds. So he's just basically running a bunch of hot laps. So on some brand new soft tires, so nobody in the way. Should be able to run exactly the way he wants to on the track. Back behind him, kind of by himself as well, is Trology. He's got brand new softs and a full tank of gas. My guess he's going to try to take those to the end. Libra may or may not make it on fuel. We'll see how it goes. Actually should be able to get about 15 laps out of the tank. So it'll be close. It's going to be close. Alright, so it looks like Situation went into the pits, coming out to get his medium tires out of the way. So he's going to complete his stint there. Anyway, so up front, once again, T64 Turbo. He certainly doesn't have enough fuel to make it, so he's going to have to pit again. So, but the way his pit strategy seems to be working is do like 6 or 7 laps on super softs, pit, maybe 8 laps, pit, get a little bit of fuel, and do it again. Just rinse and repeat. The same thing over and over again. Consistency. Alright, Vent coming out of the final turn, coming across to complete lap 33. On his soft tires, he's going to need fuel before the race is over. Francisco, he's got the fuel to make it. Some super soft tires, so not sure those are going to last 12 laps, but we'll see what happens. Pursuit Dog's moved up to P4. He'll need some tires and fuel by the time this thing is over. He's got Supermax right behind him. Just right as slipstream, see if he can make something happen. The Supermax's tires are shot and he's almost out of gas, so he'll be stopping probably this lap to get some new tires and fuel to take him to the end of the race. And Night Kid, that's Igorski right there. So he's dealing with some lap traffic here with Igorski. And he'll just make some quick work of him there. That's good. I think that's Igorski. It might be Patriotic. I can't see. No, it's Igorski. Alright. Di Grasso in P7. There he is. Looking good, man. Looking good. P8 we got. That's Patriotic right there. You got Joe Canole all in his case. Now, Patriotic's running those soft tires and he's almost out of gas. Joey's got soft tires, he's got all the gas he needs. So, he just needs to be patient and he'll do something like that. Take the spot and he'll say adios to Patriotic for the rest of the race. Patriotic electing to stay out one more lap. Okay. Bravery. Let's see what happens here. That's going to be an interesting... I don't know if he's going to make it. We'll come back to Patriotic. Let's just see how things are going up front here. So, Francisco, 1, 2, and 3 are pretty well spread out. Pursuing Dog in P4, just churning laps. Super Max right there with Night Kid right on his tail. Let's see if Night Kid can make this pass. And can he get the tires to stick coming out? He does, and he makes the pass there. Into the bus stop they go. Don't pass in there. Not safe. Alright, so Super Max and Night Kid are both going to pit. Night Kid's got much better tires. He may just pit for fuel. Let's see if he gets tires. Super Max is going to get tires. I'm going to go take a look at Patriotic. He must be on fuel 6 because he's going super slow. And out of fuel he goes. Yep. Ran out of fuel before the pit. Dangerous move. Dangerous move. Alright. Night Kid into the pits. I didn't see if he getting tires, but that lets that lets Joey Cannoli up to 5th as Presidio Dog pits and has his new tires. He elected to get the super softs, so he's got the fuel to make it. Joey's on softs with the fuel to make it. Grasso's on softs with fuel to make it. Turbo is all set. Francisco's all set. Bent is not, so Bent will be coming in this lap or the next with the new tires, and we'll see how that goes. So let's go back to P7 and take a look at J-Rod here. He sees some cars ahead, and he's thinking, I might have a shot. Presidio Dog is just trying to catch up to Joey Cannoli, and Joey Cannoli is just trying to catch up to anybody. Alright, let's take a look down the order here. So we got Night Kids in 9th position. Super Max comes out in 8th. Trilogy in the top 10. And you've got Libra and Kituation not far behind. Patriotic Tifosi in 13th. And then Dvorsky is 14th. And G-Mub in 15th. Alright, let's see here. So J-Rod is he doesn't really see the cars now. Presidio Dog sees Joey Cannoli now on his overtake. And Presidio Dog has got the super softs. Joey's got the softs. And Presidio Dog's in the slipstream. He should be able to close all the way up to him. There it is. Now they get to ride through the bus stop together. Presidio Dog can make a pass. On the overtake he goes, and he's going to make the move, but does he make it stick? Joey Cannoli is going to hold the inside line. Presidio Dog around the outside and into P5. Joey's not giving up. He's going to make a run for the inside. Can't quite make it stick. And that should give Presidio what he needed on those softer tires to make some headway there. So now Presidio Dog is going to try to track down Bent. Bent is on super soft tires. He's actually going to chase down Vinny here. Let's take a look at this here. Should be able to brake a little later, draw right up to him. Stay in there, stay in that slipstream. Okay, making a move. He's gonna go inside. There he goes. He's gonna go inside. Vinny's gonna stay at the outside, and that's that. So Bent's up to podium position. Grasso in 4th. Now let's see, where's Turbo in all of this? He is catching up to Francisco. Francisco sees him there. Let's see if Francisco can hold him off. Oh, Turbo is all over it now. They're both on, actually, Francisco's on super softs, and Turbo's on softs. Turbo is going to make this pass happen. So setting his fastest lap time right now. He did a 119 earlier with overtake and probably slipstream, but here he goes. Just using up that overtake. He's going to catch right up to him. He's going to go around the outside. Yep, he's going to keep the pressure on Vasco. And that will be our new leader. Alright, so Turbo is now taking the lead, and with 6 laps to go, we'll see if Francisco can stick it out and get that P2 spot. Alright, so in P3, we've got Bent, and he has got Vinny still all over him. He got past him, but he hasn't gotten away from him. Vinny on the soft tires, while Bent's on the super soft tires. So theoretically, Bent should be able to pull away from him in the corners and coming out of the corners with acceleration. Vinny seems to be hanging in there. He stayed just close enough to his slipstream. But he might just have slipped out. No, he still looks like he's there. He dives in, make it stick. Nope. No, Presidio Dog is coming around the corner. They're in the bus stop. Yep, he's coming around. Now, you don't see it on the timing boards, but Presidio Dog has, these last few laps, made up a couple of seconds on Pete Grasso. So he is, on those super soft tires, just drilling that car, trying to get some points out of it. Right behind him in P6 is Cupcake with Supermex in tow. Well, not in tow, but nearby. Alright, looks like, who's going to the pits there? That was either Patriotic or Igorski. Tires and fuel. Alright. Alright, so let's run down the order real quick before we get near the closing laps. We've got Turbo up front in P1. With right behind him is V Francisco in P2. P3 is the Red Bull Bent. With V Grasso in the Ferrari in 4th. And in 5th position is Alfa Romeo in RWP Presidio Dog. So the top 5 are all on different teams. So that's good for all the teams to get their points. Joey Canoli in P6. Supermex in P7, all in all wildcard drivers. That's going to be some precious points he's taking away from the 8th position Night Kid. The Night Kid is... who's that? Oh, he's got lap traffic to get around. So he's going to try to catch up to Supermex and see if he can make some magic happen. Supermex is going to be taking those points away from him that he desperately needs. J-Rod in P9 is going to pits. Oh, okay, looked like it for a second. Libra, now Black Widow in P10. Ferrari. Patriotic Devotion. Now, Trology is in P12, but he has got Kitchration giving him a situation. Now, Trology's on the super soft tires, so is Kitch. So this is going to be all about can Kitch make it happen. So let's take a look at this little battle. is having a difficult time like gaining on him, but he hasn't lost him yet. Still in a slipstream, still should be able to catch up to him. Nash and overtake a little bit there. That should draw him in a little closer. Get this turn right. There he goes. Oh, nope, lost it right there. Dang it. Hate to see that happen. All right, Igorski running in 14th and in the other McLaren, and in 15th we got G-Bub in the other AlphaTauri. So we are on lap 43, about to complete 43. So there'll be 2 laps to go when Turbo comes across the line this time. He's got nobody anywhere near him, so it's his race to lose. He should be able to make the last 2 laps with no problem. Pardon me. And Francisco is looking pretty confident there. He doesn't have anybody for a while. That's got to be at least 10 seconds to the next car behind him. So as long as he stays on the track, doesn't make any mistakes. However, he does only have 2 laps left to do, and his tires are a little sore, and his lights blinking on the fuel gauge. So he's going to have to ease up on the throttle there and try to make that thing last the whole rest of the way. Ben is coming into the S as Francisco is coming out of them. He has got plenty of fuel and some nice clean tires, so I don't think he's got enough pace to catch up to Francisco by the end of the race. So it looks like he might pull himself a little podium position here. So I think that will be his first one with RWB, if memory serves me right. Grasso, he's coming around through the bus stop, so he'll be finishing up his 44th lap, and will be coming across the line for the white flag for himself. He should have enough fuel to make it. And Presidio Dog's got all the fuel he needs to make it, so that won't be a problem. He's just trying to chase down that Vinny guy by the thing. So this would be Vinny Grasso's first top 5 in the Super Formula Series with RWB if he can make this stick for the rest of the lap. So Presidio Dog in 5th. Joey Canoli coming across the line for his white flag in 6th position, about 5 seconds or so behind Presidio Dog. Supermex not far behind Joey Canoli either, probably about 5 or 8 seconds. Night Kid in P8, J-Rod in P9, Trology coming across the line for the white flag in P10, Patriotic in 11th, Situation in 12th, Libra in the pit, needing to get some fuel, out of Igorski and G-Bub. G-Bub going off the track, his teammate. This guy comes across for the checkered flag, so congratulations, Turbo won another victory for AlphaTauri, and for Turbo. Congratulations, sir. Coming across the line next in P2 is going to be Francisco. P3 is going to be Bent, his first podium in RWB. Way to go. Actually, that may not be the first podium. And then coming across in 4th, Vinny Grasso with Presidio Dog in 5th. Coming across the line. Now, 5 more seconds here, and Joey Canoli comes across in 6th. Supermex, our wild card driver, comes through, snags some 7th place points for himself. Night Kid with, who's that behind him? That is J-Rod, trying to catch up to him, and pulls in the 9th. Trology, whoa, Trology off the track. Get on the gas, that's your 10th spot, you're gonna miss. 10th place, Patriotic is 11th, and Kituation 12th. And Libra will be coming around the mountain when she comes to finish off that. All right. Well, that's it, folks. What a race that was. Let's take a well, we can't really take a look at the results now, can we? All right. Well, That will do for the race. So let's take a look at some of the current standings after this race is over. So first of all, we have our winner T64 Turbo who takes the win here, and then we have our Super Formula Series championship points now have changed, where Presidio Dog is now moved up to first place, and Cupcake falls back to third because of his DNF. Turbo moves up to second, Night Kid to fourth, and I can't see it because I can't see it, but that's the rest of the series right there. So everyone is doing really well. So it was really great having everybody aboard. Sorry for the technical difficulties with anything regarding the race and having to listen to my ridiculous voice for all of an hour or so. And remember, rwbracing.com. You can check us out there. There's links to our YouTube page, to our Facebook page, and our Facebook group if you want to join our league and race with us. And everyone,